Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing another installment in the Luxury Will I Buy It series. But here on my channel, we add a little French twist. So for collections we do want, we say oui. And for collections we don't want, we say non merci. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. As many of you know, I have my online beauty consulting service, which is where you get the chance to talk to me live one-on-one through a video chat. So if you have a makeup collection that you're not quite certain what to do with, if you have items that you can't quite make work for you, that is a perfect opportunity to book a consultation. And with the holiday season approaching, I have gift certificates available, so gift cards if you'd like to offer this gift to a makeup lover, or if you are the makeup lover, you can simply send my website link to the person who's going to be gifting you some gifts this holiday season. So if you'd like to make the appointment or to get the gift cards, the link for the website is down below. All right, a good old-fashioned will I buy it. I haven't done one of these in a few weeks, which is not to say that there haven't been new items on the market. I guess I just fell behind with the new releases. So a lot of these releases are already on the market, but since there's so much, I think it's still worth mentioning in a Will I Buy It. Like, Will I Buy It is not only for upcoming releases, but it's also for ones that are on the market live right now. So I'm on the Chic Profile Official on Instagram. This is Tavia. She has a great blog. And we're starting with Instagram here because this is the only item here that's on the horizon, that's not on the market yet, but will be soon. This is from Lisa Eldridge. Now, Lisa Eldridge has come out with some new releases that we will speak about, but these are new, upcoming, yet to be released. No real information yet, but these are liquid shadows from Miss Lisa Eldridge. I am so excited. Tavia went to a pop-up in London. I'm very jealous that I wasn't able to go, of course. And it was like a mini makeup museum dedicated to Lisa Eldridge beauty, Lisa Eldridge makeup. And at the pop-up, there were some new items and new items that are not yet available for sale. So from what we can see here, there will be 5 liquid eyeshadows from Miss Lisa Eldridge. They all appear to have a metallic-y finish. No word yet if she'll come out with matte formulas, but honestly, we know Lisa Eldridge. She often comes out with a more conservative collection and then extends the shade range, extends the formulation and finish. We've seen this with the lipsticks especially. So these are the 5 shades that will be coming out. If we look closely, some of the shades, there's 2 like that look slightly pinkyish that kind of look similar in the tube, but then swatched they look completely different. So on the far end we have one that looks more like a bronze, like earthy brown, neutral, everyday. One that's more orange. Honestly, it looks orange to me. It looks very warm. And then we have one that's like a yellow, like a gold yellow, also quite warm. And then of course we have this beautiful steely gray blue that looks like a lighter take on a blue smoky eye. And then the last one is the one that looks the most interesting to me. It's the one that's like a pinky taupe. I thought that the pinky taupe and then the first swatch of like the earthy neutral brown in the tube look similar, but as you can see, the swatches here look totally different. And then the swatches like live in action here, I think there is a flash or lots of light in the store, but I think that's going to be pretty accurate to the finish here. They look very shiny, very shimmery, but not like a chunky glitter from what I can tell. I mean, who knows how they actually blend out and wear, but these look beautiful. These look very beautiful. I love the very wearable everyday colors mixed in with a pop of a little bit darker too. I am so excited for these. I'm certain that if we pay close attention, we can see these in action on her YouTube channel, because Lisa does this where she'll just like sneakily wears one of her products on her videos, and then like a few weeks or a few months later she launches it. So if we pay close attention to her eyeshadow on her Instagram or YouTube page, I'm certain we've seen these already. I'm certain we've seen these on some looks. So keep your eyes out for these. These look great. I love a liquid eyeshadow, especially a one and done. I just love a one and done shadow that has dimension, some shine, some sparkle, because it always looks like you're wearing several different colors. I apologize if you can hear the construction noises. It always looks like you are wearing several different colors, but you're just wearing one. So I, for one, am very excited for this. Now, continuing with Miss Lisa Eldridge, but switching over to her actual website, we have the Seamless Skin Foundation. This is on the market currently. This is the intelligently formulated skin-friendly foundation. It's customizable medium coverage that can be dialed up or down. Self-setting, it blends effortlessly to smooth and unify the skin with a noticeable soft focus effect. The formula contains a natural mesh-like ingredient which completely fuses with the skin after blending. The final finish is neither dewy or flat matte, but something skin-like and in between. Best applied sparingly in thin layers, starting by smoothing a small amount onto the skin. Build to your desired level of enhanced perfection. Can also be used just for concealing and correcting. Fragrance, alcohol, and talc-free, suitable for sensitive skin. So a lot of this sounds like something I would enjoy from the vocabulary that I see here. It sort of sounds like the finish would be a soft velvety matte. I could be wrong. I haven't actually tried this foundation yet. I am interested in trying this out. There have simply just been so many holiday releases back to back to back that I'm kind of just like trying to play catch up. Something to note that's important is that this is permanent. This is not a limited release. This is part of Lisa Eldridge's new extended makeup collection. So while I am interested in trying this out, I'm going to take my time. I have a lot of foundations, to be honest, and I do want to try this out, but I think I'm just going to wait. You know, I love Lisa Eldridge and I love her products. Oh, I forgot to say, for the liquid eyeshadows, that's a oui for me, definitely. I forgot my namesake here, but the foundation is definitely a oui, but it's going to be for later. Like right now, I simply don't need it. I'm a bit saturated with new releases at the moment, but you know, in the new year, I'm certain I'll want to give this a try. Lisa does have a foundation finder on her website, which is tremendously useful. So you can sort of browse the catalog and see who represents you nicely. The shade range is very inclusive and it has a lot of different undertones. So I think this is going to be very suitable for a lot of different people. And I've seen some good reviews as well. I try not to watch too many reviews before I try something out that I want to review, but it's been hard to avoid that on social media. And the comments have, you know, been very favorable. So this is something that I will try in the near future. But for now, it's a non merci, but it will be a oui in a few months. Let me know if you've tried this. I know a lot of us, myself included, lose our minds a little bit collectively whenever Lisa drops a new collection. And I know a lot of people ordered this right away. So if you've tried this, leave a comment, let us know what shade you got and how you like the new foundation. Okay, moving on to Natasha Denona. Now, she has two new face palettes out. These are called Glam face palettes. This is Eye and Cheek Essentials. Now, there are two shades to choose from. There's one that's more light and then one that's darker here. So in the palette, you get a cream blush, you get a highlighter. I'm not certain if the highlighter is a cream or powder finish, but then at the bottom, you get 5 different eyeshadows. And the shadows are a mixture of matte and also more satiny shimmer. The description here is debuting a brand new size of the Natasha Denona palettes. The Do-It-All Glam Face palette includes both eye and cheek essentials in universal neutral tones. So 5 ultra pigmented eyeshadows in the classic iconic buttery smooth formula and 2 highlighting shades. So the lighter eyeshadows, the more sparkly ones, these are a new formula to the brand here. I would imagine that the highlighter is a powder because if it was a cream, I think they would have said cream highlighter because the blush says cream blush. So usually by default, these things are powder unless it's noted that it's cream. Both palettes, just like looking at them objectively, look beautiful. They look like neutral paradise, just so flattering. They look like very easy to use everyday shades. It is convenient having your cheek and eyeshadow just sorted out together because you don't have to try to mix and match. You know that if you wear any 5 of these shadows, the blush that's going to be the most flattering is the one in the palette. So that's kind of nice. It kind of takes the guesswork out. And I would just like to remind you that when you buy a palette, just because there are 5 eyeshadows in the palette does not mean that you have to use all 5 at once. So that's your free tip for the day. The models all look gorgeous with these eyeshadow and face palettes in use. It looks very much like you, but wearing makeup, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you are clearly wearing lots of makeup, but it still looks glamorous and somehow natural at the same time. This is the vibe that this gives off. I don't know. I think realistically, this is a non merci for me. I just know myself. Like I mentioned, I'm a little bit saturated with a lot of what's been out on the market recently. I think it looks beautiful. This does not say that this is limited edition. I don't see this described as limited edition anywhere. So as long as this stays on the market, this may be something I want to try because it does look beautiful. And I have had some questionable results with Natasha Denona in the past. So I'm a little bit hesitant also because of that. But I think it looks beautiful. I like the simplicity of just here are all the beautiful colors. You can just mix and match and create something really, really heavy and sultry or very light and natural and fresh. So for me, this will be a non merci, but please let me know if you've picked this up. I am looking to be convinced here, so please feel free to convince me that I should get this here. Okay, moving on to a new fragrance. We have something here from Tom Ford. We have a fragrance here. This is an eau de parfum called Ébène Fumée. So smoked ebony, like the wood ebony. So this is going to be a very woody, sultry fragrance. I believe this is unisex. Like every fragrance on the planet is unisex. Sometimes they're marketed more for women or for men, but wear whatever you want. I don't care, and neither should you. If you like a fragrance, wear it. This is going to be a very woody perfume, so lots of different wood, oaky notes with a mixture of incense as well, some black pepper, leather, and labdanum. Now, I don't know if this is going to be for me. Oftentimes, the labdanum and leather notes for me are just, they turn very, very masculine, and I'm not a very masculine person, as you can tell. And so I have enjoyed the unisex fragrances from Tom Ford before, a lot of like Black Orchid, a lot of his more heavy vanilla ones too. This one for me, it's the leather that kind of turns me off a bit. I tried the Chanel Le Lion perfume that came out earlier this year. That one is just not for me. It's too masculine on me for my taste personally. But if you like the heavier fragrances like that, I think this might be for you. If you like the Tom Ford Tuscan leather or the Tom Ford Oud wood, I think it's in that sort of family of like leathery, woody, a little bit musky, sensual, incense, that type of fragrance. I think a Black Orchid compared to this is a bit lighter and maybe more feminine. But again, like wear whatever you want. Like I know women wear this new Ébène Fumée. Like I've seen women wear it and they wear it beautifully. It just depends on your mood, your character. To me, this is the type of fragrance that if you don't pay attention, it might wear you instead of you wearing it. So for me, this new Ébène Fumée, it's not for me. It's a non merci. And it's a good thing that not everything is for me. Otherwise, I would be running out of my makeup budget. But this is going to be a non merci for me. But let me know if you've tried it. Let me know if it's for you. All right, moving on to some Violette FR, everyone's favorite French/New York beauty icon. So Violette FR is a makeup artist. She's been in the industry for a long time, and she's recently gotten the new title of Creative Makeup Director for Garnet. I am super excited for this. Cannot wait to see these new creations. I think we're going to see new creations for Garnet starting in the spring. It usually takes a few months for production and everything to actually take hold. So I think next year we're going to see a lot of her new creations. But she also has her own makeup line, her own beauty line. And I have several of her items. I love all of them. I think they're great. But one of the things that I love the most about her brand are her liquid shadows, and she has some new colors out. Now in her liquid eyeshadow formula, she has a matte and also a twinkling formula. Now in the matte liquid eyeshadow, she has a new one out that's a dark, super saturated navy color. It's a twist on the classic French smoky eye, but with navy instead of black. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful on brown eyes. This has been out for a few weeks now, so this is definitely something I will be trying in the near future. Let me just add it to my bag as we speak. And I think it looks great. I love the twist on a French classic. It makes it so that there's a little something extra. So when people are looking at your makeup, they have to like lean in a little bit closer because your makeup looks so mysterious. And I just love that little French coquette attitude towards makeup. And another new shadow that she's come out with in the Twinkling collection is one called Scarabée d'Or, which means like golden scarab, I think. Is that a word? Scarab? It looks like gold with a hint of green. You know, sometimes these like twinkling shimmer shadows have a bit of reflection or holographic effect. So if you look at it straight on, it looks a bit yellow, and then it looks a bit green at a different angle. It looks like that. And she's also paired this with the new dark matte navy color, and they both look very nicely paired together. She makes it look so easy to do like a graphic winged liner with both the navy and twinkling color. They both look really lovely. I think the twinkling color is maybe a little bit more wearable every day because you can blend these out very easily. I have the color called Cuivre de l'Aube, which is like a coppery color, and it blends out very nicely. You can blend it out very sheer. I am definitely leaning towards that dark navy. It's called Ciel de Nuit, which is like nighttime sky, so just like that super dark blue sky. Well, I guess it's more of a black at night, but you know, it's like a black blue. Either way, there are some new colors here for you to choose from. These will be a oui for me, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'm just waiting to see who and what will have some sort of like Black Friday / Boxing Day sales, but you know, I'm adding these to my cart and then just checking periodically. So for me, the new liquid shadows from Violette FR are a oui for me. Moving on to Viseart. They have a new holiday collection here, and I'd like to give them some kudos for coming out with a holiday collection that's actually closer to the holidays than like July, like some brands. No shade, but you know, I'm just saying. So this is the Petit Four 2021 holiday collection. They came out with a Petit Four collection last year as well. So Petit Four is like a little pastry, a little sweet. So it's just like a little something something. And it says, roar into the winter party season with our new troupe of sensational showgirls, our Petit Four, Lapis, Peridot, Garnet, and Bouillon. Interesting. Our celebration of all things luxe is inspired by the iconic French and American 1920s jazz age, full of fabulousness. So I like these gem-inspired names. Lapis is the one that's calling to me the most. I love a blue eyeshadow so much. So here you get a mixture of 3 more satin finish and then 1 matte color here. The matte is going to be your transition color here. Lapis calls to me easily. That's the one that I want the most. We have Garnet. Garnet being like a red gemstone here. This looks really lovely and warm. You get 2 of the shimmer colors that are more in the neutral, everyday brownie colors because again, just because your palette has 4 colors does not mean you should wear all 4 at once. So keep that in mind. But this looks beautiful, Garnet. And then Peridot, gorgeous. I love green. I love all the colors. That's why I love eyeshadow so much. But this looks really lovely if you want something that kind of reminds you of fall a little bit, you know, just that like mossy, earthy green. Again, you do get like a nice neutral, like brownie color mixed in with the greens as well. And then the last one, Bouillon, like not the Bouillon cube, but I guess like the gold Bouillon. Am I saying that right? Is it pronounced something else? But anyway, you know what I mean, like a gold bar. That's the whole theme here. But you know what I mean. This looks like a beautiful classic smoky eye, but with a twist, because instead of being more smoky with like silver and cool tones, you get more golds. And I would say that this looks really, really easy to wear because you could just easily wear the 3 lighter, more neutral colors and then dip into the black matte when you feel like it. These all look gorgeous. I love it. I love the marketing, the photo. They are all placed inside a champagne glass. It makes me think of the 1920s, the Great Gatsby, all that jazz and all that fun. And I think that these look really great. I've tried a couple of Viseart palettes in the past and I've never been disappointed. So I think for the time being, this is going to be a non merci for me. Maybe later in a few weeks or a few months, or if they have a good sale, I might pick these up. Aesthetically, they look great. Like aesthetically, it's a oui, but realistically, it's going to be a non merci for me. Let me know in the comments. Have you picked these up already? Will you pick these up? Which ones are a oui or non merci for you? Okay, last but not least, we have another eyeshadow palette. I think eyeshadow is my favorite because I love color. And I think for me, eyeshadow is the one thing that I can always make an excuse for because I love color so much that I can always just like invent a new reason or a new need to buy more eyeshadow. This is from Byredo and this is called Fête Noire. This is like Black Holiday, I guess is the translation here. This is limited edition, so this is for their holiday season. This is a harmony of 5 deep shades of black in 5 unique finishes, housed in a limited edition gunmetal version of our treasured Raindrop Compact. The long-lasting, non-creasing formula gives the perfect coverage with rich color payoff. Lightweight, creamy, and blendable, especially with the fingers. Fête Noire is a multi-dimensional spectrum of anti-color. Now, from what I understand, the palette here, like the eyeshadows in the palette, do not photograph that well. From what I've been told from people who have the palette, it's really hard to get a really good photo of the colors, but the colors themselves, the formula, the blendability, the payoff is supposedly outstanding. Everyone who I know who has this palette loves it. So personally, I am being convinced. It reminds me of the NARS Orgasm eyeshadow palette, the one that came out in the fall. Remember this NARS eyeshadow palette here, like the Climax one. I think it's from the fall collection. Like you see these colors, yeah, they look nice, they're great. Everyone who I talked to raved about it, so I bought it, and it's one of my favorite palettes from the entire year. The formula, the creaminess, the blendability, the wear, it's really amazing. It's completely worth the hype. And so I'm wondering if this new Byredo holiday palette is in that same vein. The only thing that's annoying is that it's limited edition. I sort of wish this was part of their permanent collection, but I understand that it's part of their holiday release. And I think when you look at the photo, it kind of looks not flat, but you're kind of like, what am I looking at? Just like 5 shades of black eyeshadow. But everyone who I know who has it loves it. So maybe. This is a peut-être. It's a maybe. Okay, there's something else that I have to mention that I can't show you. So Chanel is going to have a new collection in the spring, of course, in January, I think. Around January 7th, 15th, around there. This is going to be their spring release. We're going to see some beautiful eyeshadows, some lip products, also some blushes. If you've really loved the past couple years when it comes to spring release blushes or holiday release blushes, I think you'll be very happy. I cannot show you the photos. They are on Tavia's, on her Patreon page, but I cannot share these photos with you because Tavia shared these photos on Instagram and got a strike. And I know one person who posted these photos on Instagram, and now I can no longer find their page. So I'm not getting a strike on my account. I'm not disappearing for sharing these photos. So I'm gonna have to wait. Just take my word for it. These are beautiful. If you want to go see the photos, they're on Tavia's Patreon page. They will be coming out at some point in the future. I don't know, but I'm not getting any copyright strikes, infringements, all that on my account just to share a new collection. So once it's safe to share those, I will, but until then, just trust me that it looks beautiful. Well, on that note, I think this is all I have for you today. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what is a oui, what is a non merci. Sound off if you've tried these new collections, if you've been picking these up on the go, let us know. If you're new to my channel, I certainly hope you take the time to like, leave a comment, and also subscribe. Those are all great ways to encourage me here on my channel. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.